Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hope you have your coffee or your tea. If you're joining us and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon where you're at. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the building blocks of video transitions. My name is Anahil.
And I'm Fuljens Henry. Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody.
Yes. Good morning. Where's your coffee, Fuljens Henry?
Right here.
Yeah, Jada. It's like you don't need it. You have to have it. This amazing coffee, everyone. This is actually not only in an Ecamm coffee mug, but it is also Ecamm coffee. It's ENN coffee, everyone. So you want to try it out? It's really good. It's at the merch store.
Super tasty. Available at merch.ecamm.com.
Yeah. And this, I mean, we're about to start with a commercial, but good morning, Ecamm.
Good morning.
We're about to start with a commercial, but really, if you drink coffee, you're going to enjoy the flavor of it. I'm a coffee drinker, and the flavor of this coffee is really good. I have tried other coffees where I'm like, okay, I have to measure additional tablespoons to get it's like I cannot mess this one up because it has the flavor in it, so it's pretty good. So everyone, good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Paul
Michael.
Dixon.
Yes, hi, Aubrey. Paul Dixon, hey.
Aubrey.
Paul Dixon. Paul, have you gotten your coffee yet?
Good morning. It's Samantha, right?
Yep.
Sammy. Good morning, Samantha.
Yes,
awesome.
everybody. So, everyone, we are going to be talking about video transitions, what they are, how you can use them, and how video transitions, if you use them correctly, can evoke some emotion. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, for TV and for us, applicable to us live streaming, the transitions are going to be more like stinger because we want to see the videos. And it also can be other type of transitions like cross dissolve, which we're going to show you built-in transitions inside of Ecamm. But you can also do them where it's gonna show a mood, right? Depending on the video, like if you're talking about a specific topic that requires a little bit of a longer transition to go into the next scene, then you're gonna choose that transition depending on that. And we're gonna show you all of that. We're gonna show you how to build it inside of Ecamm only, okay? We're gonna record inside of Ecamm and show you how you create transitions. And we're also gonna show you how you can add it to your stream deck to go even deeper, right? And then we're also gonna show you how to just do it manually, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So if you have any questions as we go through, please feel free to ask us any questions and we will go from there.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
Yes, we shall. All right, awesome. So let's start with the basics, right? And the basics are the transitions that are native in Ecamm, right? And let's take you to live demo mode and show you what we're talking about. Okay, Paul Duncan had to change identity. So hello, Paul. Paul is back.
Hello, Paul.
Back. All right, so let's go into live demo mode. There are two ways you can access your scene transitions in Ecamm, right? So if you start from the system preferences here, you're going to see default transition, and you have no transition, cross dissolve, slow cross, slower cross, white flash, and so on, right?
This is where the mood is.
Right. This is where the mood is. And if you set it from system preferences, it's basically going to be like your master transition across all your scenes. So if we have swipe here, you should see thumbnail.
Let's get out of live demo so they can really appreciate that transition.
Right. So that's the swipe, right? So that's going to be across all the scenes, right? The second way, if we go back into live demo mode, so let's say you don't want to do it that way, right? But you want to assign a specific transition to a specific scene. So if we go here to let's stay in thumbnail, for example. We'll be here, and we go to options, transition, and you see it's set to default transition because we set that transition in system preferences. But now we want thumbnail to do a slow cross dissolve, for example, right? Or slower cross dissolve.
There's
So
a
we'll
story
select
behind that.
Yeah. And then we go to main, right? So now slower cross dissolve is assigned to the main scene, but everything else should still be swipe until you assign something else to it, right? So let's go back. So if we go to thumbnail, you're going to see it swipe because that's
Wait, let's get out of demo mode. Okay.
If we go back to thumbnail, it's going to swipe, right? Because main still has the default transition, right? We only changed the thumbnail scene, right? So if we go back here, it should swipe. But if we go to thumbnail now, you're going to see the slow transition there, right? Because we assigned that transition to thumbnail, if that makes sense. Okay?
Yeah, and one thing about transitions is that you have to make sure that the transition goes with the flow of your show, right? Of what you're talking about. So the slower transition for us wouldn't really apply because we are going, we're energetic, we're on the, but if it was a different slower, you actually want your audience to still stay behind the scenes, like looking at something that you're just showing and then slowly transition them to the next scene. That's where the cross or slower cross dissolve will apply.
Yeah, right. So now that you have these tools, right, there are different things that you can do with that. So let's say you have, we're going to go to this test scene here. And we have this, the next scene. Let's go back into live demo mode. So the next scene after this test scene here is a Ecamm logo on a blue background, right? But we want to create a video intro out of that. So we can do this. We can go to options and assign a transition to this scene. In this case, we have cross zoom because it's going to create a cool effect on the next scene, right? Mm-hmm. So let's go down. Let's go to Ecamm logo, right? So you see like how it just jumped?
Zoom.
Right? It did a jump zoom like that. So let's go to our live demo mode so you can see that much clearer, right? Check that out. Boom, right? And then you could assign a sound effect here. Like let's say like you create like a bzzz or something, right? So that's you didn't have to import that. You just did that manually. Mm-hmm. So what we did, this is just basically a background. You add the logo on there, or you could just bring your PNG or anything, and then you add that transition from the previous scene so it could take place on this scene.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so how many of you knew that these transitions were built-in inside of Ecamm?
Right.
Let us know.
Right. And then oftentimes, like, they're there, but we just don't take advantage of the cool effects. And there's so many other ones. So let's say if we wanted to go back to this test scene here, and then let's change the transition from cross zoom, which looks pretty cool on that Ecamm logo, to let's try light rays.
Which one is Ken's favorite?
We're gonna get to that. So let's see what light rays does, right? Look at that.
Yeah,
that was cool too.
That was
right.
cool.
That's cool, right? You wouldn't think about doing that, like to transition between like camera scenes, but for a logo,
right?
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
good for you, Sam. Yeah, I found out about transitions after about 9 months of using Ecamm.
Mm-hmm. So that was light rays, and then let's try Ken.
But wait a second, let's do it on live out of live demo mode.
We did.
We did.
We
Okay,
did.
all right.
I just went into live demo mode
okay.
now. To select copy machine. So this is Ken's favorite transition here. Ken is co-developer of Ecamm Live, in case you did not know. Copy machine. And let's go back to Ecamm logo. Let's get out of live demo mode, and let's try copy machine.
That was pretty fast.
Pretty fast.
Yeah, let's do it again. Whoa.
Yeah, that's
so
pretty...
okay. So that one with this background does not work well.
Yeah. And then just for the sake of it, let's try Ripple. Ripple is cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Out of these, like for like a logo, for a logo, I think I like Ripple, and I like the cross zoom, and light rays also worked pretty cool for this as well.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a way that if we do automated scenes that we could time the transition to the next scene. Cause say we do automated scenes and then we assign say 4 seconds instead of just because when the transitions come they already have their time, so we can make it longer. Could we?
No, it's just gonna switch to the scene in 4 seconds, right? So like it'll be like you're
Right,
in
but
this
like,
scene.
but you know that there's like a little hole, like a little, like half a second or something. That's gonna make it a little longer. But we don't have to do that now. This is something like for us to try.
Yeah, I think what it's gonna do is like, let's say this is an automated folder, like we're in the test, this scene, like in 4 seconds, it's gonna do like this. It's not gonna to like, it's not gonna delay the transition.
So with a Stream Deck, we could delay the transition.
No, it's gonna do the same thing. It's just like
Really?
it's basically pressing the button for you, right? Which we're gonna get into in a minute as well, right? So there you have it, right? So you have your default transition in system preferences. Let's go back again and let's get back into live demo mode, right? So if you assign default transition here, it's going to take effect in all the scenes unless you go to options, transition, and manually assign a transition to the specific scene of your choice. Okay. So you have it there. All right. So we covered those transitions. And then now we can also go into what we can do with the text overlays.
Yes. Yes. There we go.
Okay.
Go
Go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like last week, we were designing, manipulating text to create something that looks kind of like a stinger, right? And this is what the finished product is. Scene. So this is the finished product.
Then sorry, go ahead.
So we were muted in this scene. All right, so we were muted in this scene. So they didn't hear your matrix comment. So if we go into the overlays panel here, you see these are the text that we have, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And you can create them however you want to, right? But in this case, we have like a series of like little
We
bit
should be up there.
wider towers. Anna wants us to be here, so let's add us.
Yeah,
here.
there we go. Hi, everybody.
Right. So, and then we assigned a fly-in to each one. Right. So flying from the top for the first one, and then flying for the bottom for the second one, and then we alternate it. Right. So now if we hide this, you're gonna see them alternating. Right. Flying from the top, flying from the bottom. You can have them going any direction, so it's your preference, right? But we have it set this way. So now what you can do with this is really cool, right? So you can do something manually where as you have this come in, you can have this come in, you could have a camera over it like how we have it now, or you can use this for something in between your scenes, right? So you're doing it manually. So let's say we're here in the main, and then don't mind the order in the scenes panel, but it's just to give you like a visual. So let's say we're here in the main, and then we cut to here, and then we come back to we go to the next scene, right? So you could use it like that manually, or you can do automated, or you can do use something like to create a multi-action in your stream on your Stream Deck, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing with stinger transitions, everyone, that you were talking about, asking us last Friday, stinger transitions are transparent, right? So it's like you see that on news usually, right? So the video is in the back, and then the transition comes in, but you can still see the video. So that's just when we come here with all the text overlays shapes, we come in. So it's like you can see us in the back. the transition comes in, and then you will see the video again, right? So to really get that kind of a feel, because we're doing a hack, because we're doing it inside of Ecamm, we can either record the actions ourselves inside of Ecamm and then bring the video in, or we could do it with the Stream Deck MultiAction, and then that way it would bring the videos, because you will tell the Stream Deck what you want to happen first or
Right.
whatever.
Right. Okay, so let's
Have any of you done that? Have any of you done that? Please let us know. And I also want to know, do you guys use transitions in your videos? Right? Like, I think the poll do the poll. No, not yet.
yet.
Okay. Yeah. So we want to know if you use transitions in your videos, and if you do, what are your favorite types of transitions that you use?
Right. So now let's go into, okay, now the poll is up.
Yeah.
Let's go into creating a multi-action for this, right? So let's say if we let's hide the camera for now, and we actually have one set up, right? So let's see what happens, right? So if we click on this multi-action, right? So it peels away everything, right? So normally without a multi-action on your Stream Deck, you would do something like this. You would just hide the folder that has all the text overlays in there. But this is what happens when you hide the folder, right? There's no fly out. There's currently no flying out animations in Ecamm. It's just the flying in, right? And the multi-action can be beneficial if you want to fly out, whether it's for something like this, or if it's like something for a lower third, or any overlay that you want to create. This might be helpful for you if you're not used to creating a multi-action for your text overlays in Ecamm. So we're going to go to Stream Deck. So this is currently here. Let's go back a bit, right? So this is our Stream Deck, right? Very simple setup for, we just have our scenes and zoom in, zoom out, and the live demo and all that stuff, right? But there's a multi-action button here, right? So if we go here on the Stream Deck side, let's see, right? There should be an option here under Stream Deck. There's multi-action, right? So you just click and drag that into your Stream Deck interface, and it's gonna come here, right? So now you go to the Ecamm menu, and then we want to do show hide overlay. So we're gonna basically drag show hide overlay and find the overlay that we want to. So click show hide overlay, and then find the overlay that we want to show and hide, right? Using the Stream Deck trigger. And in this case, it will be the towers, right? So you just add them accordingly. Right? And it's just simple, drag and drop, and then find them, right? Show hide overlay 3, right? And so on and so forth. So this is what we have here already. So we have them all set up like that, right? And then now when you're done setting it up how you want to, you just click on the button and it just flies out everything for you, right? And then if you click on it again, everything flies back in, right?
You should do that out of live demo.
All right, let's get our live demo mode. So I'm clicking on the multi-action. So let's say, right, we're here and we have the stinger come in, and then we click on the multi-action, and it's going to basically hide each one by one, right? So the way you see it doing it is because, like, there's not a particular way to show and hide everything at once. So it's basically peeling away the overlays one by one.
Yeah, but if you just want to do that, and just simple transitions inside of Ecamm, it will make your videos look really nice with the already built-in transitions, right? But when you're ready to move to make it a little bit more dynamic and just be fancier, I guess, like you can incorporate it with triangles. So we could do, for example, a triangle ones that the triangles can come in, something that you were looking at yesterday. You know how we love triangle because triangles are the best shapes right now to design inside of Ecamm. So we can show you how these can come in perhaps and given another option for the Stream Deck if we could.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So let's do that. So let's create a new scene. And let's go back into live demo mode. So we're just going to name the scene triangle.
I want to see what's up with LinkedIn. I'm just going to be here checking it.
And then let's bring in some triangles here. Let's go to our emoji keyboard. And we want the corner triangles here. Something like this. And let's clear the background.
Yes, the Adams family. That's a poll suggestion is pretty good. You can ask all those questions there as well.
And let's see how big this can go.
And if you have any questions, just let us know. Any questions about the transition, any questions about the text overlays and how, actually, you know what we didn't cover? How they can create the shapes, the vertical shapes. I know we did that real quick last week,
yeah,
but
we'll go into that. Let's just finish this triangle. Normally we can get a little bit bigger than this. There we go. All right. Let's clear the interface. There we go. This thing can like go full screen actually.
If you were doing this with a mouse, it would have been easier for you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Telling you, it would have been easier
I
for
highly
you.
doubt that.
No?
All right. So we have that one. And then let's add another one. And this is going to be the upper left corner.
Oh, I found another shortcut for emoji, bringing the emoji keyword, everyone. It's way simpler than the other one. You want to know what it is?
What is it?
Function E.
Function E.
Yeah, it just brings it up. You can try it out. Try it out, everybody, right now. Function, hold on the function key and press E.
And then when our team gives us shapes, this is going to be a whole lot easier to do. Right?
Yes, Paul, this is it.
All right. So like this, right? And then this one, we have it flying in from the left. And it does a little shrinky thing.
He's like, bye.
Right. Let's bring it back down. And then the lower one, we're going to have that flying from the right.
And welcome to all the, I just saw the poll. Welcome to all the new Ecamm users and all of your veterans. Welcome, welcome. If you have any questions for you new users, feel free to ask any questions you have regarding this designing inside of Ecamm and making your broadcast look really professional and sleek.
Right. So we have the triangles, we fill them up on the screen, and then we assign flying from the left and flying from the right. So normally now, if we go to, I'm just going to move it up from the main scene here. So it's right underneath the main scene. So normally, if we go to the triangle scene, it's going to do something like this, right? But what we want to do, like we want to peel it back. So we're going to go into Ecamm Live Demo mode, and then we're going to configure our Stream Deck, and we're going to create a multi-action, right? So we already have this one. Let's delete this one here, and let's create a new multi-action here. So we're going to go back to our Stream Deck menu and take multi-action and drag it and drop it into the Stream Deck keys. And now we're going to go to the Ecamm menu on the Stream Deck and go to Show Hide Overlay. And then we're going to do another one. Show
and you
Hide
can
Overlay.
even bring a scene into there.
Yes. You could bring in anything from multi-action. So let's take this first one and let's select the top left triangle. And then let's take the second one and assign the bottom right triangle, right? And that's it. You're all done. You're all set. right? So now if we click on it, see that? Fly in, fly out, right? So if you ever want to your text to fly out, the multi-action is cool, especially when you're using like multiple text. You know, for example, if we go back here to our main, you notice our building blocks lower third here, right? It's a series of overlays in there, text overlays in there. But if we hide everything, it just fades away, right? Let's say we wanted that to fly out. You can create a multi-action to everything that's there and have everything fly out, right? But you cannot assign the group folders there. It would have to be each text overlay individually that you want to fly out, and you'll have it fly out, right? It may be a little bit it may be a little bit time consuming for something like that, but you know, in the case of like these big shapes, it's pretty cool, right? If you want to open curtains and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool.
That's really like I enjoy transitions, and one of the things that we do a lot of outdoor coverage, and I use my iPhone a lot to do transitions. So I do it right on camera, the transitions that we see out. So how many of you do that? Because that's really cool to do. You can even do that transition yourself, for example, and then bring it into Ecamm, right?
Yeah.
You can do that. Like you don't need obviously Final Cut Pro has that's the software I use, but other people use Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
You have way more flexibility in the things that you could do on the phone, but doing it yourself, like you doing the zoom in and zoom out, right? You're doing all of that. You can create the transitions yourself and bring it in as a scene.
Yeah.
Right. So those are
Yeah, for sure. So we have some people checking in. Justin J. Dunn, good to see you here.
Hey, Justin.
Justin J. Dunn says nice.
Jonathan.
Jonathan Jones, that is pretty cool. Awesome. Glad that's helpful to you, right? And then there's something else, right? You notice, let's go back to the stinger scene here, right? And gonna have to have the multi-action bring everything in, right? So Anna had a good idea. For example, let's go into demo mode. Earlier we had this Ecamm logo and the orange background on there, right? And then the stinger came in and covered it, right? So Anna had a good idea to just basically stay on this scene and record this scene and end the scene. And now you could have it as a movie and bring it back into Ecamm, right? So which is what we did. So if we come back here to main, we have this recording called Stinger Movie. It's not perfect because it might need some trimming because it faded.
We did it like
right before we went live. And then it's going to, you're going to see like a fade to black type of thing. But this is what it will look like, right? So, and you have the movie. And then it goes to the next scene, right? So like that's even closer. Let's pause that.
let them enjoy it.
Okay, so let's go back to our main, and then we're gonna cut to the movie that we recorded in Ecamm, right? And it's very quick because once you record it, Ecamm is going to basically manually trigger the stinger for you, and then you could just end the recording. That's basically it.
And the thing also for trimming is super simple if you need to trim it, because you just open it on QuickTime and you do the Command T, trim it however you want it from both ends, and then bring it back in.
And that's it, right? So
and we can show you can show that.
Yeah, and this way you don't have to worry about the fade to black and all that stuff, right? But let's show, right? So like it was just a quick record and let it do its thing and then end the broadcast. And then now just basically take that file and drag it back into Ecamm on its own scene, right? So we have it back up because it's going really fast. we're muted on the scene, sorry. So what we're saying, and then, because, we're used to muting on movies. All right. So we're back. What we're saying is that like once you bring it back into Ecamm on its own scene, you come here and then you select go to next scene when finished, right? So it's going to automate it for you, right? So if you're here on the main, it's muting again. It muted again. Hold on. Let's make sure.
The movie, every time the movie comes
Yeah.
in, it's gonna mute it because this is so. Let's just talk here, and
Yeah.
then because that's what happens when you go into a movie, because that's what we imported.
Yeah.
During the transition, you're not gonna be talking, right? So
Right.
Ecamm automatically mutes us when a movie mutes,
Right.
the behind when the movie comes in. That's why
Right.
it's going muted.
Right. So, but you see what we're talking about. So let's go. So once again, you can hear us now. Once again, once you bring the movie in, you just select go to next scene and it'll automate it for you, right? So you can create whatever graphic you want. You can have them flying in however you want, however your colors, you pick and choose what you want to do. Same thing with the logo that we showed you earlier, right? Same thing with something like this. From here, right? You can record that as well and bring it in. And you don't have to worry about doing it, triggering manually, right? Another way, something else you can do with this one in particular, is just assign like a timer to it, and then it'll just go to the next scene by itself. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Cesar.
Yes, definitely. You can definitely do that. Okay. So now, so we mentioned that we can just show how you can easily trim that video.
Yeah.
Right.
And as you can see, you don't have to because they're really quick transitions, but using shapes and using your logo, for example, in the background, you can record that and make some really cool transitions, right? And then bring it inside of Ecamm, and you don't need to go to an editor to say a movie editor to create that transition and then bring it into to Ecamm, or you can do it right natively. So those are really cool stuff, and then just trim it like we're gonna show you right now. Like let me go in live demo now.
All right, so this is the Ecamm.
Yes, Damon, we will do that. Thank you.
This is the Ecamm Live folder, and we basically opened the file, which is this right here. And then so let's play it. Right, so that's the full recording. That's what we don't want, right? We don't want that fade to black. So we're going to trim that out. So we go here, edit, trim.
Or Command T.
Or Command T. And then we trim out the fade to black that we don't want. Right there, right? This is where it starts to fade. Right? Or however.
Oh, wait, we're not in live demo mode, are we? We're in live demo mode there, not here. Okay, wait, let's show.
Let's go back there.
Let's go back. All right, everybody, here we go. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Let's take it back.
Right, let's show.
What a Friday morning this is. So let's see.
Let's go back again.
Yeah, we're gonna start over again. Didn't do this justice. Close anyway. All right. So we're gonna go. There's a way to show the recordings folder, right? So up here in the main menu, Ecamm, you see where it says recordings, show recordings. That's the easiest way to get to your recordings folder, right? So from here, this is the recording that we did this morning. We're going to take that, we're going to double click it, and it's going to open a QuickTime, which is on the other scene. We're going to drag it over, right? So this is the movie. And then now from here, what was the command?
Command T.
Command T. To trim it.
Just like in Final Cut Pro, Command T for transitions.
There you go.
Hey.
There you go. So now we're going to trim all that fade to black that we don't want, right? See all this? We don't want any of that, right? Matter of fact, when it does this, boom, 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 boom. It could just kind of like stop right here, right? We don't need it to go this long.
Right.
So like once the purple hits the top like that, you can probably stop it right around there, right? And then we trim it. Okay, and file,
save,
export as, right? No, just save it. We'll just save it.
And then, yeah, we'll ask you.
Yes. So now we could say new stinger. So that's going to be saved to the desktop. Right. And then let's go to the desktop. And it's right here. And that's it.
Yes. So after you do Command T to trim, Damon, and then you click enter and it saves.
Yeah. Right. So now let's go to the Stinger movie here.
Nice quick transition.
Right. So we drag the new movie in here and we see how it's just much quicker now. Right. Boom. Right. So now let's.
We're mute.
No, we're unmuted. We unmuted.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. So now we have it set to go to next scene. So let's try that. Wonder why it's not going to next scene. You know what? We're going to delete that scene and just. So we deleted that scene and let's create a new one. Name that movie. And let's bring it back in.
Are you doing the go to this is hey you guys, let's
Right.
troubleshoot this.
Yeah,
Right.
we're gonna try to troubleshoot this live. I wish we didn't keep getting muted though. Start video from beginning and go to next scene when video ends. And that's what we're doing. Let's try this again. Having some technical difficulties
Yeah,
here.
that's-
It was
you know-
working. Hello, Timothy. It was working just fine earlier.
Yeah, how about if we go to the right, that's awesome. Life happens.
Yeah,
Let's go
life
to
happens.
let's delete that scene again. And what we're going to do is we're gonna bring the and let's see if that's what happened.
We'll try that, but I want to try one more thing. I want to try one more thing, so just bear with us. So we have this new scene. What happens if we drag the movie into... That doesn't work?
No.
Interesting.
Let's do the other way. And
Yeah.
let's just see if that's what happened.
Just using the original one?
Yeah, because that would
Okay.
be interesting if it's like, okay, the transition has to be X amount to work. Like
know.
when we're making, frying things and we have a line and it says do not fill.
Go to next scene. That would suck.
Well, not really.
Nope.
No,
We broke it.
Okay.
Oh,
no,
it worked.
did. Okay. So that's interesting. So let's just trim it all the way till when it's before it goes black.
Before it goes completely
yeah,
black.
let's see, because
That's
they're
weird, though.
you know what, people, I'm telling you, I love software. I want to know how things why things work the way they work. That is, I'm gonna ask Ken and Glenn to see what actually.
Yeah,
no, that's not a Ken and Glenn thing because that's just a regular.
So hold on.
All right, everybody, thank you for bearing with us.
Let's oops. Command Z. I don't know what I just did. All right. Let's bring this here. Oh shoot. Yeah, look at that. I didn't even realize it. This video is only 3 seconds long.
Yeah, it's pretty short. But all right, so let's just do the other one and see if it works.
No, this is the
Right, Paul?
this is the Ecamm live recording.
Oh,
It's
got it,
it's
got it. It's the
the
original.
original file is
Okay.
3 seconds long. Right? So like it's like probably there's that extra second. Let's see. Let's see what happens.
You know, when you're designing everyone inside of for me, I do it in Final Cut Pro, and there's not enough video to create the transition. That's probably what was happening right here, right now. Building blocks, because live happens.
All right. So 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds, right? All right. So let's see. Let's trim it down. We're just trying to trim off the black before it goes completely black, and probably leave it at 3 seconds. Maybe 3 seconds is the cutoff.
So Damon,
Right there.
What solved the problem was that we are now trimming it, and we don't even know if this is gonna solve it, right? So
Right.
what we did was we brought in the original video, and then it worked because the other one was really short. So now
Yeah.
we're just trimming the end. So if it doesn't work, what we have to do is record it again, but longer, and then we will be able to trim the black, fade to black.
Yeah. Hold on a second here. Move. Don't mind that, guys. We'll just move it. It jumped to the Ecamm live recording had jumped to the desktop, so I brought it back into the folder. All right. So this is trimmed at exactly 3 seconds. So we're gonna trim that. Okay. So now it's 3 seconds, and we're going to
Save it.
We're going to save it, and we're gonna label this 3-second exact, and that's on the desktop. And then now, just for clarity, I'm gonna pull back the original one that we saved earlier and bring this over to the live demo mode. That was 1 second. That was not even a second.
So that's
It's like 0.01 seconds. So maybe that's the issue there, right? Ecamm does not recognize that as a movie. Ecamm's like, what the heck are you doing?
not even. I don't even think that's as an Ecamm thing, because
It's just a thing. Yeah.
because in Final Cut Pro, when, for example, if you have a video clip and the video clip does not allow it, because the transition, what it does is it covers a little bit of video and then it covers a little bit of the other video. So you have it in between. So if there's not enough video for the transition to be in, it's just gonna happen what happened. I love it.
So
it's so great.
let's say even if it was like 1 second, maybe that would, because like it's being recognized as 0 seconds.
It's not, yeah. So like in Final Cut Pro, it says there's not enough clip to create a transition. Would you like me to create it? So what Final Cut does is it adds additional padding to each end to be able to create a transition.
Yeah.
If we can create it.
So we're going to take the 3-second exact one. Let's go back to our scene here. This is the movie scene. And we're going to add the new one, the 3-second exact one.
Let's see.
And then select, go to next scene. Oh, accidentally added on this one. That's fine though. Right, so that works. Let's make sure we're on the right scene first. This is the main. This was the old one. Right, that's the old one. This is the new one. Right? Let's delete the old one. Perfect. So let's go back here. So this is the new one. This is the 3-second one that we're about to play right now. Right.
And you know what? Let's go into our live demo
Yeah.
so you can
But
appreciate
I was gonna say that it's still a little too long. But now that we know that it was like 0.01 second, let's try to trim it down to 1 second and see if it will recognize it.
And also, we can just make it longer, the video longer.
No, I'm just saying it's too long right now, right? So like this is too long of a transition. I don't know if you guys would agree, but check this out, right? It's on this scene. It should cut to the next scene by now, right? It's a little too long. So let's try to trim that a little bit more. Just a little bit more.
It's the trimming party.
So we're going to go back into live demo mode.
So what do you guys think transitions are important in videos? Let us know. Let us know in the comments. What do you think they're important for your videos, live streams?
So let's try to trim it down to like 1 second.
Richard, hello.
What's up, Richard?
Oh my gosh.
0.01.
Richard,
Actually, is that
it's awesome on the replay. It's awesome that you catch the replay.
3, 2.
Are we muted?
No, we're not.
Okay.
3, 2, or even like 2. Yeah, like let's try 2. That's a lot. That's a lot. Zen Drummer says transitions add energy.
Yes, they do. They add a mood, right? They add a mood to it. But listen, we did the poll on transitions, and 38% like the fade to black.
Fade to black.
We're over here trimming the black.
Well, that's not for this in particular.
I know, but
like, like there's other.
I was trying to be
use
funny,
cases for
Fuljens.
that.
Then wipe left and right 30%, and then zoom in and zoom out 30. Okay, you guys, all right. We got you. And all of those are actually, well, the zoom in and zoom out, wipe left to right. Yeah, those are fun. And they are inside of Ecamm.
All right,
with
cool.
the exception of one.
So now let's bring in a 2 seconds one and see how that works. See if that makes any difference. It needs to come here into movie. Let's pause this and let's drag 2 seconds in here. Right? So that's a little bit better now. That's better.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's quicker. So it was 2 seconds.
That was 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, that was 2 seconds.
So anything.
Dare we try 1 second? I mean, let's try it, right? Because like I think if it's underneath a second, that's my theory. That's my theory, right? So let's just try it, right? Let's make it 1 second and see if that works.
Because you can create it with the triangles also, and that will be fun and to come in.
There's so much you can do, like there's so much you can do that you could record in Ecamm.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just try it.
Hi, Robert. Oh, is the glue that connects my scenes,
Yes.
Robert says.
Love it.
Yes, that's amazing. And the ones that are built inside of Ecamm are really fun also to do. My favorite one is the swipe, the swipe transition. What about you guys? What is your favorite Ecamm Live built-in transition?
All right, so we're going for it. We're going for it, guys. We're doing 1 second. We're doing 1 second.
1 second. We're doing 1 second.
Boom.
Fuljens is not laughing at any of my jokes today, guys. You guys gotta laugh at my jokes because I'm gonna feel some sort of something.
Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to deliver here. Focused. Trim. All right, 1 second. File, save, or Command S, and then this is going to be 1 sec. Save it to the desktop.
Listen,
right.
Paul. Yeah, that
Movie. Pause. And then let's bring in the 1 second. Let's test this theory out, guys.
Let's test it.
All right?
Yeah.
We're dragging 1 second in here. It's like the more efficient, the better.
I'm sorry. Everybody's like, don't hit the end. It's like, you never listen. We double check because we use the videos a lot on our opening and closing on Ecamm Network News, and that is right there, and we like listen, and we triple check that every single time.
Yeah.
So it didn't work.
1 second is not working.
Okay, so it's 2 seconds. 2 seconds is good.
Yeah. So 1 second does not work, guys. So let's go back here. Boom. And let's make sure that we're on go to next scene. Yeah. It's probably like not even recognizing as a second. It's like probably recognizing as something else. And then let's put back the 2 seconds.
Yeah, it needs that buffer.
Yeah. Let's bring the 2 seconds back. And 2 seconds work just fine.
Hi, Explanatory Live.
Good to see you. Good to see you here. Yep. So 2 seconds
Yes.
it seems like the the threshold.
Let's go out and then let's check this out.
Yeah.
And then okay.
But it's pretty cool. I love that.
Hey,
I love
yes,
it.
and that's great. And that was all we did was we recorded the transition. So we actually, you will trigger the transitions yourself. So let's just record this right now with you live and just see. So we can do the try.
We won't be able to record it.
Oh, that's true.
While
Shoot.
live, like let's say we had another
Like last time.
something open, like we have an iMac over there, but it's not. We have to boot it and all that stuff like that. It's not plugged in.
We did it last time.
But we're
like,
able to show you, but we'll do that. We can probably do that next week, right? We can do that next week to show the recording.
Well, next week we're gonna be in a limited studio.
We'll do a quick video. We'll record a quick
video
showing you how to do that. So
Yeah.
so I'll work on that for you. But basically, this is where it originated from. We're gonna go back to that scene. This is the scene where it originated from, right? Let's just say we were not live, and let's go into live demo mode. Let's say we were not live, right? And you see this finish button here? It's gonna say record. You click record, and it's basically going to fly in. It's gonna reset, right? So if we click record, this is what's gonna happen, right? So let's say we're here, right? But you're on the scene that says Stinger. You're gonna click record, and this is what's going to happen. It's going to do that. And then you end the recording. Done. That's it. So go to this scene, click record, and then it's going to basically have everything fly in and then end recording. And then you go into QuickTime and then you trim it. Right?
And one thing that I wonder, right? I'm gonna try that because I use transitions a lot, everyone, like a lot of my shows. So how cool would it be if we did bring in the triangles coming in, you click it on one scene and the other scene is going the other way, right? And then leading into the main scene, right? That will just be all but like 2 seconds also, actually. So yes, Damon. So everyone remember, it's a minimum of the transitions to be recognized and be able to go to the next scene. So the padding that it adds, those 2 seconds, is
Damon, yes, you end the recording manually. So you hit record, let us do its thing, and then you end the recording, right? And that's for anything. And let's say you have, let's say you're triggering different graphics manually on different scenes. Let's say you can do something like this, right? However you want to do it, right? Like you could play multiple scenes and record it and end the recording and then bring that in. It's up to you, but you have to do it manually, right? Yeah. And then something else. Hi,
Digistrict.
What's up, Strict?
Hey.
Something else that's important to note. Notice that when we're in the main, right? And we go to, let's go back into live demo mode. We go to movie. And then it swipes, right? Because the movie scene, the movie, is it? Dang. Try that. To our main.
Keisha.
What up, Keisha?
Hello. Damon, listen, we're gonna do that for you in a second.
And then let's go back to the movie. Right? And then cross zooms on the next scene. Right? So we assign cross zoom to the movie. So any scene before or after it is going to have that effect, right? So we go to main, cross zoom. To me, it'll be cross zoom, right? But the swiping for this one looks really cool. It looks really good. I'm not gonna try to catch it, so we'll leave it on cross zoom. Cross zoom for now.
So we have a couple of questions, of great questions, and we have Damon will like. Let's bring that comment.
Sure. Which one?
That one.
This one. Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Damon's question.
I also want to attach a sound effect to transition. How do I do that? Can I do that in QuickTime, Final Cut, iMovie. If you want to do it manually in Ecamm, yes, you can do that in there, right? But let's say you're recording this in Ecamm, or you're just triggering this in Ecamm, like how we have the logo here, right? Boom.
Assign the sound to a scene.
Yeah, you're assigning to a scene, but we like the cross zoom. Let's go back to cross zoom, right? So let's say you want like a bzz thing there. You basically drag and drop the sound effect into this scene. We don't have a zzz, so we're gonna.
I have a zzz, but I have it in my laptop.
Yeah, you do have a bzz. Let's see what we can find in. I have all these songs here.
But let's do the built-in sounds that Ecamm has.
Yeah.
The bicycle horn.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll just do bicycle horn, right? So if we hear, let's go into demo mode and to show you what we did, right? So this is the sound effects panel in Ecamm, and then we took bicycle horn and dragged it and dropped it into this scene here. So let's do it again, right? So you have that, right? But this could be a cooler sound effect than that that you can assign, but this is for just demonstration.
If you want a specific sound effect that is not inside of Ecamm, you can just download it.
Right.
From we like to use Epidemic Sound, and we also like to use Battle Elements.
Yeah.
And then you can bring it inside, import it to Ecamm, right? And then you can assign the sound to the specific scene. But thank you so much for asking that, because that makes it a little even more dynamic and energetic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's add that sound and let's play it.
Which one?
Let's add the sound. Actually, we can't. Yes, we can.
Which sound?
Whatever sound. Whatever the applause, the triangle.
Right, it's there.
Yeah,
right,
so let's play the whole thing manually.
What do you mean?
Let's create a transition, right?
Of different sounds?
No, like how we did the movie.
Go ahead, do your thing.
No, how we did the movie. So we go here, for example, because you design this one, and then we from there, and then we go we go to this one, right? So we're gonna go like from here to here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Assigning a transition.
Right. So from here, the most efficient way to do this, right? So you have two ways, right? Automated scenes folder, but the most efficient way to do this, because this is manual, right? This is not a movie, would to be to assign a timer here, right? And then for the sake of not having to catch anything and it's gonna be so quick, we're gonna do let's say 3 seconds. Let's do 3 seconds. Hopefully that's enough for us to catch it if we need to do something. And then you assign go to next scene when finished.
And then you can also record this, right? So we just cannot do it.
And there you go. That's it. Right?
Yeah.
If you want it shorter than that, you can do 1 second or whatever, but it just be careful with that, because if you want to go back and do a little edit, you're gonna have to try to catch the timer or find a way to stop that timer so you can continue editing it, right?
The whole thing.
So once again, boom, boom. And then, right, we're not touching anything. It just goes to the next scene, right? But that's all text background, or you bring in your background. That's not a movie at all. That's all images and overlays that you bring into Ecamm, and you assign the timer to it, and you assign the sound effect to it, and you assign the transition to it as well.
And you could potentially do this on automated folders, but it will have to be like if you're gonna stay on that scene. Otherwise, you're gonna have to manually go to the next scene after the logo comes in. But we have another question from Explanatory Live.
We have a few questions here. Which one was that?
Down. Explanatory Live, your videos are awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so we have two questions from Explanatory Live. So OBS has transition stinker options. Do you think Ecamm will have this soon? Explanatory Live, all we have to say to you is that 4.0 is going to be lit. So stay tuned for that. No.
Right. But I don't know when you came in. So aside from the transitions that we have right now, so we went over that, and just again, from the options, transition, and you have all these transitions here at your disposal, and you can assign them to a particular scene, or you can go into preferences and assign a master transition across all your scenes here under video, default transition, right? So this is, as far as the Ecamm features or transition, that's what we have. And then now it's up to you to get creative with them and work them however you want to work them.
And then he has another question, and we already are at 11 o'clock. In Ecamm,
You choose dissolve or fade in the transition menu. Can you choose a MOV as a transition video? Yes, you can. Just like how this, like we recorded, right? But you could bring in your own movie. You don't have to record it in Ecamm and bring it in. You could bring in any movie, and then you can go back.
so you know what? You know what happened? I just noticed that this comment stayed on its scene.
Yeah, they stay on the scenes. Yes, they
Yeah,
do.
like I am having, because we were doing that. Like when I do my, this is why like I want to be able to just continue with the comments, because I never noticed that you can have a comment on a specific scene unless it wasn't showing all scenes.
Yeah.
I just learned that today on Friday
And
here
then
at
Damon
Building
is
Blocks.
asking, so if you don't want to do the sound of the scene and want to attach to the video file permanently, can you add? Yes, you can. Yes, or whichever editing software that you use, whether it's Premiere, Final Cut. Yes, you definitely can do that. All right. Do we cover
did we
all?
cover
Did we go over
everything?
all the questions?
I don't know. I'm trying to read.
I think we got all of Damon's questions and explanatory questions.
Yeah, so everyone, if you have any other questions, please let us know, or anything else you would like us in the future to cover. But this was fun. Transitions are fun. Transitions are really fun. And creating, recording. Hey, Victor.
What's up, Victor?
Being able to record them inside of Ecamm real quick without having to have a movie editor is really good. It's a really awesome hack that you can do and import it, all of that good stuff.
Absolutely.
So is there I'm just here with a comment situation. Like,
No, I think we're back here with the comments.
yeah, I'm just here with a comment situation.
So that's good for people to know. If you
Yeah.
have a comment on a scene and then let's say you left a comment on a particular scene, it's gonna stay there. Yeah, that's always been like that.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so, because you and I were like trying to do something the other day back when, and
No, it's always been like that. It's always been like that. Like they stay as overlays, right? So if we go here,
what we were trying to do was change the color of
Yeah.
it in different scenes.
Right.
That's what it was. Okay,
Right.
so it can be like that, could it?
I believe so, but it's going to default to, let's say we change. So Damon's comment is here in this scene, right? Damon's comment is here on this screen, and it's a blue background. So let's say we want to change the background to orange, and then we change the text to black, right?
Hey.
I know, right? So we have it like that. So now, if we go back to our main and pull up this, it defaults to the orange.
Okay, so it doesn't keep, because that's what we were trying to do. So that's what we're trying to do. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
gonna
Friday
stay that.
morning. It's Friday morning. Okay,
Yeah.
so it was just the color. So we were trying to see if we could actually manipulate the comment per scene. But
Right.
okay. That's
Right.
good.
So that's gonna stay throughout all the scenes like that. And this is not the blue, but whatever. It's not the same blue. Where is that blue?
Yes, that's awesome. So everyone,
one.
thank you
This
so
is more
much for
like it.
being here with us. If you are not familiar with the other shows that we host Ecamm Network News every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we cover what's new in the world of Ecamm Live, social media, live streaming, and we bring some amazing guests and we get some awesome swag, Ecamm swag as well in there for tons of games. It's really fun. It's a really fun time for our community. And this Monday we have Tom Morris, and he is a sponsor manager for Creators University, which is a conference that's going to be happening soon. And Ecamm is a silver sponsor. And of course, we have coupon for you for that. So check it out this Monday. It's going to be really, really cool because Tom Morris has so much knowledge the industry, so much industry knowledge on video editing for, which is relevant to what we're doing right now, and creating a new video content strategy. So there's a lot of great things that are going to be covered on Monday. So make sure you click on set reminder so that you can be reminded and you can join us as well for a chance to win some Ecamm swag, such as cups, more cups, t-shirts, and a lot of other stuff, and coffee, some great stuff, some great swag. Yes. Okay, Fuljens, so what are you doing?
Hello, Tech Talk.
Tech Talk.
From,
That's fun.
From India. Hi from India. Good to see you.
Oh my gosh, from India. Wait, what time is it in India right now? Tech Talk? Tech Talk, like Tech Talk. So if it was like, that's pretty cool. Catchy.
Good to see you here.
That's so cool. Like, how does this stream look all the way in India?
What's up, Tyler? Good to see you here.
Hi,
I
Tyler.
got my cup in. Or we're supposed to make a video with it.
Yes,
Yeah,
Tyler, do it.
Do it.
it. Okay, Tyler, so which one do you get? Which one of this ones do you get?
Oh, wow. Hurry. It's 8:38 p.m. in India. says Harish.
Okay, well, good evening, Tech Talk.
Damon is asking, Anna, where is your mic?
My mic is right here. Where was I not loud enough?
I don't know.
And plus, it's a camouflages with my hair.
Tyler hasn't opened it yet.
Tyler, open that thing and taste that coffee. That coffee is good. That coffee is really good. So yes, Damon, what do tell me what's going on with the mic? Or I said like, oh, you sound really good. I just wanted to know. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. Listen, Damon, there's a whole backstory for that. Like, you don't even understand people making comments about me being not sounding good.
Well, it's not even that. It's like what Paul just said. Anna's hands and mics they don't mix very well.
Right down over here, like, so this is like, okay, having it to the side is
Right.
great because look at you guys,
Oh my
I can do
gosh.
things.
And then so that is the pod mic, and like normally the pod mic the screen on there is like puffy, like a puffy afro. I went on Amazon and I got SM7B windscreen for the pod mic and like slipped it on there. Like it's like a nice tight fit, so it's like it's more sleek, right?
Yeah, because he was
Yeah.
giving it to me,
Hold
and I
on.
was like, that thing is really big.
Right? It's like a little bit sleeker now.
It was like a big thing. And I'm like, I'm not using that thing. And then he did this hack. And then my hair camouflages. It's whole camouflage situation. Okay.
Harish is asking, when can we expect the audio plugging support for microphones? Harish, make sure that you are, if you're already there, make sure that you are in the Ecamm Live Beta Facebook group, right? It's the moderators will drop that link for you if you're not a part of that Facebook group. Definitely ask questions such as this one, and you'll be in direct contact with developers Ken and Glenn. In addition to that, stay tuned because there's going to be a beta coming soon, so just stay tuned for that. But definitely join the beta group and ask those questions and put in your feature requests as well.
Yes. And there, oh my gosh, how cool would it be like if we all like testers wear the beta t-shirt? That would be pretty cool if we do a whole collage of it. That would be cool. That's just thinking out loud over here. Just thinking out loud over here. So everybody, okay, so 8:30 in India. So now let's close. Where is everybody tuning in from? Because the other day on my show, I had someone tuning in from Brazil. And I was like, that's the coolest thing though. Like now we can just talk to other parts of the world. And it is just so amazing how it is night over there and it is just morning over here. That is just a great thing. Okay, so here we go. Kimberly Gunn, hi.
Yeah, that's all right, Paul. Yes. Kimberly, good to see you here.
Hey.
It was awesome seeing you on Meet the Fam the other day.
Yes. Illinois. Okay, keep going, everybody. So we're gonna close, and we want to know where you're tuning in from. And I should have done this earlier because as soon as we say we're done, everybody's like, "Okay, see you later." We are in upstate New York, so we should put it in the comments and just go for upstate New York.
Whereas Ecamm.
Oh, okay. We're upstate
California.
Northern California. Okay. Let's go. We should do this to music because we're like closing. This is the closing screen, everybody. So we should do this to music. That song I had yesterday was pretty hot.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool song.
Well, if you mind telling them what are you referring to?
It was a song. Oh, it was a production we did yesterday and for live selling. So we were doing live selling using Ecamm and Facebook Live Studio, and we had a really cool song. What in the world?
You know, guys, it is just one of those days.
Ooh, Chicago. We have Chicago in the house.
It is just one of those days because I want to play strategy Ecamm, and then look what happens to the camera.
Reno. Dean. Hello, Dean. And then we have, okay, Bratney is in Chicago. We have a lot of Chicago people here. So what about if we go to, oh, that's the camera that just okay.
The camera is, the camera's on, but.
So let's go to Ecamm logo. Just switch it to Ecamm logo and see what happens. There we go. Okay.
We'll just be here.
Oh, it just keeps transitioning.
Hold on. Oh yeah, that's right, because we added a timer.
The seconds.
We added a timer to here. How about we just stay here on the thumbnail? Right.
You know,
it's like get off.
Everyone, there was a new moon, so that's what happened. Okay, so everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. It's Chicago's in the house.
Chicago is in the house.
Yes.
Dean is coming in from Reno. Nice.
Yes, Dean.
Yes, Paul. The universe is hinting.
It was a new moon. But anyway, everyone, thank you so much for being here with us. We will see you next Monday, hopefully on ENN. Otherwise, we will be seeing you next Friday.
And if the camera's not the whatever's not working, we'll just be a podcast.
Listen, this is what happens because live happens.
Live
everyone. Life happens. So. All right, it's Ecamm ties. Hey, all right, everyone, have an amazing rest of the day and an amazing weekend. Thank you so much for spending time with us here, learning some awesome things. All right, everyone, here we go. Oh, nice and fun.
Yeah, I might as well try to make the best out of it, right? Like make lemonade out of lemons.
Add some sugar and honey. Okay.
What else we got here? There you go. Make the best out of it.
Listen, oh my gosh. I know, right? The smoke is awesome. Get the fire, get the fox out. So they can just admire this. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. And remember to join in the Friday Ecamm Live demo today at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes.
Okay, everyone. And if you loved what you watched here today, please give us some likes on the video. And if you come back for the replay, just do some comments, #replay.
Yes.
All right, everyone. My name is Ana Gil.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
Bye.
Peace.